This is the Amazon reselling roadmap. So this is going to be perfect for you if you are new to the idea of reselling on Amazon and you're looking to get into it, or you are a brand new seller. You might be wondering, what would my first steps be? What do I actually need to do for those first couple of steps? And that's what I'm going to talk to you about in this video. So why Amazon? What's the point? Reselling new stuff is easier than secondhand in 75% of cases. I mean, yes, eBay is a fantastic marketplace. It's one of the biggest online marketplaces out there, and it does really well, and most of what eBay is about is secondhand stuff. They advertise as such, but reselling new is far easier because when you buy something new, you don't really have to worry too much about the exact condition and people being real nitpicky about said condition. Yes, you may get complaints from time to time, but it won't be as often as if you are dealing primarily with secondhand things, and also with new things as well. For a lot of products, you can expect a steady stream of stuff to continue to just exist, whereas with secondhand things, let's say, for example, you are selling secondhand books, and you'll only have so many books, and say like one book sells really well, you'll only have a certain amount of it depending on how many still exist, how many you can find in the charity shop, for example. So with new, it's a bit easier in that essence. Like if you find that a certain washing powder sells really, really well, you don't have to worry about that completely disappearing for a long time. Amazon is the biggest online marketplace in the world and has been since 1994. You look at any of the stats for every year since that point, Amazon has been the biggest online marketplace for customers and for sellers. No need to put money into building a brand or advertising because you are reselling stuff. You don't have to start your own thing completely from scratch, like your own company or your own product, and then try and build it up and hope that someone notices it and it blows up, and all the stuff that goes into firing up your own brand, your own product, your own idea. There's far more that needs to go into that, and the chance of a brand new venture like that flopping is a lot higher than if you are just reselling things that already exist and already do well. So you don't have to put all of the money that you would need to into a new business. You can use that money just for buying things that are guaranteed to basically do well and just resell it on a platform that everyone knows and everyone uses. You can achieve a passive income which branches into multiple income streams. So once you start selling on Amazon, you start making like your first few hundred or your first few thousand as you're getting paid every other week. You'll realize, this is great. I could do more things like this, and whether that be you branch off into other online marketplaces because you get a taste for it, and I'm telling you, there is a bit of an addictiveness to it, whether it be that or whether you really branch out into one particular space. So for example, in Amazon, that can lead to affiliate marketing for the software tools in the space. It can lead to maybe running a teaching group. It can lead to maybe you do a bit of Amazon, but then you start training virtual assistants and you have a virtual assistant agency. Maybe you do it all. I don't know. There's loads of things that Amazon selling can branch off into, and the great thing is you don't have to do one or the other. You can actually have multiple things on the go with this. And of course, the big thing is you can do it alongside your current job. So if, say, you currently work in a supermarket, you can very easily fit Amazon into your bits of free time in the evenings, over the weekend, or whatever free time you have. So how exactly would you start with selling on Amazon? Well, the first step that you need to take is to sign up to become an Amazon seller. Now, you will be presented with two different accounts. So there'll be a free account and there is a paid account. Now you need the pro account, and this is about £25, about $30 a month. I would recommend the pro account. With the free account, you're only going to get to use that for so long until you need to upgrade anyway. So you might as well just do the pro one, and it puts you at the same level as pretty much every other Amazon seller out there. You're not restricted. Amazon, I think it ticks a box for them because they can see that you are serious, and that will hopefully help The later processes like getting ungated and so forth, it will hopefully make those that bit easier. So I would just say go for the pro one from the get-go. Don't faff around, just dive right in. Sign up to a pro account. Do I have to register my business? Now, this is something that kind of puts people off, and you don't need to let it put you off. When people hear the terms like business and registering and all this kind of stuff where it sounds like super official, people often get a bit scared and they're like, oh no, this is going to be way too difficult, but it's not. It's not. Just ignore those words. Do you have to register your business? Now, for most of you, I imagine you are getting into Amazon as someone who is, say, working a different job already and you're just looking to make some extra money. I imagine that's the position that most of you watching are at. If you already have like your own established business and say you are wanting to branch out and do Amazon, then yeah. If your business is already in this position where you're making so much already, you've probably been through this process of registering. But if you are not and you just want a bit of extra money and Amazon reselling sounds like a good idea, you don't have to register any business of yours until you hit a certain profit threshold. So you'll have to make so much before you have to register. Now in the UK, if you make £1,000 or more in the space of one tax year, in terms of your profit, how much you actually make, you must register your business with HMRC. Now, that is nothing scary. I've been doing that for a few years now. And basically, you just register your business with them. And then once a year, you will sit down. You'll let them know your expenses. You'll let them know the profit that you've made. And basically, it just helps them understand how much they should get tax-wise, like how much you need to pay out to them. It's no different to what you'd have really with like a regular job, and except you don't have to sort that bit out. Your employer will sort that bit out. But with this, you will have to sort that out yourself. And trust me, it's not hard. It's just a bit of a long-winded process, and it's a lot of clicking no and a lot of moving on to the next page, and then a little bit of data entry, and of course keeping a track of things that you are buying for your business and so forth. So it's nothing scary. It's nothing to worry about. In the US, when you make $600 plus, you must register your business with IRS. So it's the same sort of thing there. It's just how much you are paying to the powers that be. In the UK, you don't have to worry about VAT stuff until you're hitting £90,000 in a tax year. So that's completely different. So you might be getting the two confused and thinking it's all the same thing. No, two different things. So £1,000 plus profit in the space of one tax year. And then you need to register your business with HMRC. Then you do your tax returns once a year. If you build your business up and it becomes a massive business, if you hit that £90,000 threshold, then you'll have to become VAT registered. But honestly, you won't have to worry about that for a long time yet. So there's no point even thinking about it at this point. The circle of arbitrage. So you will come across several processes, several things to do in order to run your Amazon business. And it all starts with sourcing. So finding products that you're going to sell. Now to do this, you'll try various sourcing methods, whether that be standard sourcing, looking on a website, then looking at Amazon. Maybe you do it the reverse way around. Maybe you do a bit of storefront stalking and you're looking at what other people are selling, and then you get a bit of inspiration from that. Maybe you're using deal sheets. Maybe you're using sourcing software like Sellability. I don't know. There's lots of different ways that you can find products that you can resell on Amazon. Then we need to do our deal analysis. So we need to figure out if the products we found are going to work out for us or not. If you have a tool like Buybot Pro, this becomes super easy because you can source and analyze almost at the same time, almost simultaneously. So it's super easy when it actually boils down to the actual analysis and figuring out, is that going to work for me or not? Because it will calculate your profit for you, show you the popularity on Amazon, the sales and so forth, and that's what you'll be checking. Prep. Obviously, unless you're using a prep center, you will need to prep your stuff. So you basically get it ready, wrap it in bubble wrap or cling film or whatever the specifications are for the specific product you're sending to Amazon. You'll do that, put it in a box, ping it over to Amazon, and they will dispatch the items for you. They'll store it for you, unless you're doing FBM, fulfilled by merchant, where you're then sending out the product directly to the customer yourself. So FBA, Amazon will handle that for you. FBM, you're going to be doing that yourself. If you have a prep center, they will do the prep bit for you. Typically, it'll be an FBA seller that has a prep center, because it just makes more sense. So you'll have your stuff sent off to the prep center. You don't have to touch it. They prep it for you. Then they send it to Amazon. Then Amazon do the storing and the shipping to customers. Repricing. So how competitive you're going to be on that listing, moving your price around in order to make you seem a lot more appealing to the customer, a lot more appealing to Amazon, and them rotating the buy box round to you. So if you've got the buy box, you are the person that will make the sale when someone clicks add to basket or buy now. If you hold that, you win. Your chances of making sales are a lot higher. Inventory management analytics. So obviously you need to know how well your business is doing. So you will assess things like the actual profit you make once you actually make your sales, your inventory levels and so forth, all that admin stuff. Get paid by Amazon. That's what we're doing it for, to get paid. And the process repeats over and over and that's pretty much the day in the life of an Amazon seller. What is the best method to find products with? So the main sourcing methods that work well for beginners and advanced sellers are online arbitrage, retail arbitrage, and wholesale. So online arbitrage, you're finding your products on a website. Retail arbitrage, you're finding your products in store. You can do both. Wholesale, so where you're finding your products from a wholesaler. So you just choose one of those methods or all of them, and that's how you can begin finding your products. Why am I telling you this? Why would I share such a great opportunity? I see this question, I hear this question all the time. Why am I telling you? What's the point? Like, surely if it's so great, I'll keep it to myself. Well, the thing is, I want to help you. That's what I want to do. I straight up just want to help you. I want to help people make more money, because the cost of living is going up, and Amazon is something that literally anyone can do. You don't have to have any prior experience of selling online. You can pick this up and you can do it and you can make it work. So many Amazon sellers started where you are literally right now, and here they are making 5, 6, 7 figures. Some of them at the point where they don't even have to really manually run their business anymore. It's all automated with softwares, virtual assistants. They don't have to do very much. It literally is a business that's set up, self-contained, and it will keep running itself. And they started where you are right now with like, what is Amazon in the head? I'm telling you this because I believe that everyone deserves the chance to break free, really, of the standard paycheck at the end of every month. And you don't have to worry about the bills too much. You don't have to worry about, if I do this fun thing at the weekend, will I have to sacrifice something later? It's not a good feeling. And I want more people to be able to just not worry about those things. There's plenty of space on Amazon for everyone. Those that might be thinking, oh, is it too saturated? Are there too many people on there? No, think about it. There's millions and millions and millions of products out there. There's millions and millions and millions of opportunities. So I'm telling you this because you can have a whole bunch of those opportunities. And it's not really going to infringe on anyone else because there's just so many opportunities out there. Okay, if everyone was on the same opportunities, then yeah, I'd say, you know what, steer clear. But that's not the case. So here are your first steps. So you're going to get started. You're going to sign up to Amazon, sign up to a pro account, learn to source, find your reselling method. Okay, there's plenty of tutorials on this channel, on lots of other YouTube channels, on TikTok that will help you with your sourcing. Learn to analyze. So there's so many tutorials on how to analyze a deal out there. Obviously, your main things to look out for is if you are ungated or not, and then of course you need to decide if you want to get ungated. If there's any IP issues with the product, how well it sells, what profit you'd achieve from it, you know, if it meets your criteria. If the buy box rotates around well, there's going to be a bunch of things to know there, but honestly, you can pick it up pretty quickly. Prepping products, so you'll decide if you're going to do FBA or FBM, and then you follow whichever route and prep your stuff accordingly. Repricing, inventory management, get paid, rinse and repeat, and then scale. So you're going to start off small, and then you do whatever you want to do with your Amazon business. If it's literally something you want to keep as a small operation for a bit of extra cash for doing cool stuff at the weekends, fair enough. You do that. It will work just fine. It will work brilliantly, in fact. If you want it to be something that will take over your full-time job, it's not going to be an instant process. It's not going to be something you can do next week. It's not going to be something you can do next month. It's something that you will build up over time. And people that aim for that, they have all manner of different transition times. Some people make it after a year. Some people do it after 2 years. Some people do it after 3. Some people like having a job to go to and having a massive successful Amazon business at the same time. 2 income streams there. 2 good income streams there. You can do with Amazon whatever you want to do with Amazon. The big dictating factors is basically what products you find to resell. And if you can find those great products out there that are selling really well, there's good buy box rotation, they make a decent profit, and you can find a load of them, that's great. Otherwise, it's going to be seasonal things that do well in a particular season, and of course you'll rotate those around with things that do well the next season, things that do well the season after that, and you'll just keep things moving along like that. So you'll build your inventory up over time, and as I say, it's up to you what you do with it. You can keep it a small thing for some extra cash. That's great, that's awesome, nothing wrong with that. You can have it take over your job and you switch one out for the other. You can go beyond that and do things like, yep, you got your self-contained Amazon business, but you want to teach virtual assistants how to source for people. Maybe you want to build a course, maybe you want to run a teaching group and teach others how to do this. It is up to you what you want to do with this, but these are your first steps. Take it small first, do it in bite-sized chunks, and you'll get used to this pretty quickly. So that is what you're going to do now. Those are your first steps, those are your next steps. Thank you for watching.